Hi, church. The verse of today comes from Isaiah chapter 41, verse 13. This is a great verse to keep in mind because it reminds us that God is holding our hand, that we shouldn't be afraid, and that God will help us to go through our journey here on earth. That I want to also share with you because I know that this verse, even though it's so great, do we always keep it in mind? Do we always remember? And I want to tell you why it is important that we should keep it in mind at all times. My sister and I just a few days ago were talking about a conversation that I thought it was really meaningful. She went to a woman's workshop and she learned a couple great tips in how to be a better woman, a better wife. And so she was giving me feedback. We were talking a little bit about what she learned. And this is a message not just for women, but for anybody. And so our conversation led us to think that there's two kind of people, right? There's the kind of people who through conversations will have positive influence in others. Through their conversations will lead someone else to search for what's inspiring. In this case, if we add that we are Christians, are we the kind of people that through our conversations we're leading others to read the Bible? Are we leading others to seek God's presence in everything they do? Are our conversations with other people conversations that will bring peace and comfort? Or we are the kind of people that when someone else is having a conversation with us, we tend to be negative, we complain, we can be angry sometimes, or we can just be down and negative. And if we're the kind of people that also, if somebody else is having a conversation that can be negative, we get involved. We're not able to stop and reroute that conversation to something good and positive, but we get involved with the whole negative vibe. So today, what I'm trying to say is that people who remember that Jesus, that God is with us, that His love is with us, that He's holding our hand, that He is telling us to not be afraid, to not have fear, because I am with you, are the people who are most likely have an easier way, or it's easier for them to have conversations that will lead others to God. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 13 says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." God Himself is giving us a promise that He will be with us at all times, that He's holding our hand, that He will help us, and we shouldn't be afraid. With that in mind, we should be people that is leading others towards the same goal, leaning on God and knowing that God is there for them. Let's just be people who influence others to be positive. Let's be the people who will bring others to shine God's light through them. I know we can do it. We just have to be prepared ourselves by seeking God's glory and His presence in prayer and reading the Bible and seeking for wisdom counsel, and then we can lead others to do the same thing. We can do it because God's hand is holding ours. Amen.